Yeah.
Oh, bitch got me with a knife!
Can't make that shit.
Did somebody hit it already? Oh! I got executed.
Alright guys, so for this video I'm going to be breaking down one solo 12 kill raid and then a couple extra squad wipes as well. So I got the unnamed city spawn right next to Saeed. Normally when I don't have any money I usually just push the hillside. If I do I go to Saeed buy. But I think I started pushing the hillside here and I heard the bots shooting closer to the double bridge and I'm going to assume that Sawa team spawned on the hillside pushed towards Saeed. So these guys are either going to be in the buy or at 4-story. Pop the UAV here, kind of confirms that they are at 4-story. Alright, first shots kind of indicate here that this first guy is kitted, so I'm going to assume the rest of them are too. And so I'm going to try to play this slow just a little bit, just to see what I can do here. Maybe get a pick and kind of go from there. That first down slash first kill, I should say rather, is really important, especially as a solo. Makes all the difference, because 2v1 I think is significantly more easier than a 3v1, especially if people decide to stack up on each other, which you can see these guys do later on. Kind of just skip forward here just a little bit. Alright, I think I chill here for a little bit, just trying to play off audio, see what's going on. They're still up there. And based off the enemy comms, one had said that he was in the bedroom. Alright, so pushing this building is always going to be a little difficult, especially as a solo, you know. Be careful for prox mines, which I usually find are right around the corners as soon as you get to the top of the stairwell and you button hook around the corner. Or there'll be another one at the very start of the stairwell when you go down the hallway and you button hook around that corner. So just be careful kind of pushing those. I find them to be there a lot more closer to the top, especially on the 3rd story where the bedroom would be, and then leading up to the roof, so. Alright, just got audio cues that they put down to prox mines. Memory retention is really important, right? So, as soon as you get information, especially as a solo, retain it. Do not just immediately forget about it, or don't remember it for a very short period of time and forget about it. If you hear that somebody has an RGL, or you hear that somebody has, you know, a one-shot or anything like that, you know, try to just play like everybody has one, because that's generally what I've noticed whenever I fight a team. If one has them, they usually all have them, you know, so just be careful when you do anything like that. So also, when it gets down to, you know, stuff like this, where he just put 2 prox mines up, keep that in the back of your mind, you know, until that specific threat has passed, because people like to put stuff down like that, and if you forget, you get too greedy when you're trying to go in for a kill, that information you forgot will cost you. So just be careful. I'm not sure what exactly this guy was doing. Kind of reset the fight here. Alright, throwing knives are your best friend, right? Especially in this. When you're trying to isolate your fights and everything like that, especially in buildings like this. It's like I said, first down is very important. It's very crucial, because now all I have to do is get an easy down on one of them. Throwing knife really comes in clutch for a situation like that, and now then it'll be a 1v1. So, easy first down, took no plate damage there at all, and now all I have to do is get this last guy who's mounted here on the side, manage to get the down there, and the fin, and get the fin on the second guy I had knocked. Easy team wipe right there, easy regain. Alright, kind of moving up here. Grab the comms vest from them, large bag, all that good stuff. Grab the one-shot too, don't judge me. It's part of the game and it doesn't belong to me, so I have no qualms with using it. Alright, just got a squad ping here. A little bit of bad driving there on my part. Pop UAV. Now this right here is a solo's dream, right? The importance of solo v squad is isolating your fights, right? When they're stacked up, it's a little more difficult to do that. But when there's 3 all split up like this, this is absolutely perfect for me, right? This is what I dream for. Get sniped, just get out of here, smoke out. break any line of sight from anybody else who might be trying to shoot at me from behind as I'm trying to get in here. Alright, the importance of being a solo too is repositioning. Whenever you're the last one left or you're just running solos, constantly repositioning so people have no idea where you are is very, very crucial, right? And you should get a crack there. Gonna assume that he's now trying to replay it without properly peeking me. One thing I typically do whenever I get hit is I will, you know, if I get hit in the middle of a sniper fight, I'll still kind of be peeking up to see if they're still looking there. If they're not peeking that still, you know, waiting for me to repeak, I'm gonna assume they're repositioning, you know. So I get that crack on him and I decide to reposition. One's not peeking me and the other one is closer to the LTV. I'm not sure what he's doing. But based off the minimap, I can see there's one completely off by himself over to the right. And so I'm going to go for him instead. Because there's no line of sight from his buddies over to where I am right now. So they don't know where I am, and I'm over here just trying to isolate this fight here. Alright, got audio cues that he climbed the ladder. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of chase behind him just a little bit. Sneakily. Trigger discipline here. Easy down. Easy fin.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy UAV is orbiting the area.
Alright, this right here. It's okay to loot your kills, you know, but when you're in the middle of a gunfight, try not to do it as much. And whenever you do, if you are in the middle of a gunfight and you're going for loot, just try to smoke out so people don't see you, you know. Alright, so these guys are still kind of split up. I don't think they just went for the res immediately. Their buddy that was downed at first, or killed at first rather, he's down in a really opportune spot for me. Because if these guys, any of them try to go for res on him, he's completely out in the open, and the spot where I'm at now, which I've repositioned to, I'd be able to get an easy knock on anybody that would try to go for the res, so. Bit of bad shots there. This guy's over here by himself. Alright, audio cues kind of told me that there's one closer to the west, back from where I originally got all the way up top. See, I'm just kind of looking around just to make sure I wasn't tweaking out, and you can see him in this frame in between the two main pillars here, so. A little bit of better shots there. Managed to get the knock. And the fin. Alright, so you can see here how easy this 3v1 was, or 1v3 I should say rather, how easy it was, because these guys were all split up. I was really able to isolate my fights a lot easier here. So whenever you take fights like this, you know, if there's a free opportunity for something like this, especially as a solo, really easy way to rack up an easy 3-piece right here. There's a plea closer where those two dudes are showing up on radar.
UAV is being refueled. RTB at this time.
And radar had showed me that these guys were kind of headed a little bit closer to the top here. And you see I have a little bit of trigger discipline. Wait for him to kind of come up the zip. So I can just beam him off. Easy knock, and he's done. Alright, bots are shooting at somebody all the way down. I guess this guy's body fell straight down to the bottom. So now either of these guys would take zip here, do a long rotate, or they'd go stairwell. They weren't taking the zip, so I'm going to assume that they decided to go for stairwell.
Hostile UAV in this sector.
See one all the way down. One did go for a longer rotate. And you see that I don't immediately chow that, because I didn't really see him at first, I think, in that moment. So audio cues are telling me that this guy is all the way down. And I kind of barrel stuff him right here. Alright, so his comp's kind of cut off here, but he goes and immediately calms out. I'm pretty sure that I have a one shot. And guys, don't make the mistake that his teammate does here. Which you can see, he just kind of opens up the stairwell and looks right into an enclosed area where somebody has a one shot. If somebody else comes that, you know, an opposing team has a one shot, try to play range, you know? Don't get into stairwells like this, especially right where your teammate died, because this guy's probably right, like, close to the body and, you know, just waiting for somebody else to open that door like I did when I was deciding to play it slow. And see, he just didn't stand a chance, wasn't even looking in the right direction. If I was on their team and I was the Rose that I just killed, I would have probably tried to reposition on the roof all the way up top and then worked my way down the stairwell and gone from there. You know, you got to be careful just pushing small enclosed areas like this. But he is working on a really weird head glitch over there. It's where map knowledge kind of comes in play here. So I just come all the way around. Know I have line of sight over here. Managed to get the down. And naturally he'll crawl back a little bit because he thinks I'm around maybe further down where he was still looking. And I managed to get another bin right there. I think the last guy that showed up on radar there went to Koshi, so. Last team I ran into that actually decided to fight, I think the other teams we tried hunting just exfilled straight to Koshi. Last team was here on Zaya. They started shooting at us as we were trying to kill the scav somewhere else, so we decided to push up here. Alright, live pings, right? I see this guy right in front of me. Me personally, I think the live pings really help me focus on the ping itself and the person that it's pinging, and every other surrounding object kind of just fades in the background, and I'm hyper focused on that guy. You can see me, like in a lot of my other videos, I do try to, especially my most recent ones, I try to live ping a lot more, just because it helps me focus, and, you know, if they go behind any sort of cover that's wall bangable, you can just kind of track them through it, especially on mouse and keyboard. It's a lot easier, I find, and you can go from there. Didn't live ping this guy, and his skin kind of blended in a little bit because he was a different color filter in the game than I used to record. So I kind of lost track of him, kind of lost sight. He managed to get away. You can see I tried to live ping there at the very last second. Kind of missed, but the guy had picked up, I think, one got that down and then finished for me. Probably could have PA'd when I was just a little bit closer up here, but I called it here anyways. Alright, your ability has to be to focus on two people like this and kind of make a decision here. You can see that I try to isolate this fight even though two people might be looking directly at me. You see me kind of back up a little bit here after I get that first down immediately, right? PA, I noticed on the kill feed, knocked the other guy that was up top. So I decided to go up for the finish, or redown I should say, and then finish here. Alright, right here was kind of stupid, right? I think originally I had looked in this bag just to see if this was the guy with the RGL. And as soon as I didn't see it here, I should have just left the bag and repositioned or done something else. But instead I started going for loot, you know. If you decide to loot, loot fast. For me personally, I just try to grab plates, maybe armor boxes, and munitions, smokes, just stuff that would help me directly in a gunfight, so.
An operator in your area needs medical.
Alright, this guy's up here, just heard a muni go down, he's back up. I think my plan was to get to the top of the ladder, just kind of jump off the back and shotgun him as I was coming down, or trying to throw a knife or something like that. Didn't seem to work. He started pre-firing me before I even got all the way up, so. This was a really risky chow right here, knowing that he has an RGL. But, you know, kind of gun skill moment, or knife skill moment, I should say, rather. If I missed, I was dead 1000%. Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty textbook team wipe right here. You see I just got in the heli, try to gain height, see what's going on. There's one guy directly underneath me. He's kinda lost.
Ultra One, be advised, targeting operators will put a bounty on your head.
Grab all the stuff I need, and I'm gonna immediately reposition, see what's going on. Alright, so one thing later on, which kinda annoys me, gun builds, you know. I never like to use raptor scopes on my thing. I feel like it just slows my ADS time super far down. I do this thing where I kind of take a shot, I jump to the side, I ADS, I take the next shot, jump to the side, ADS, keep going back and forth like that. Alright, so radar's telling me right now there's one on green ping and one on the other 4-stack right across from me. What I think my plan was here is to try to just get a crack on this guy before I push the guy on green ping. Just so if I push the guy on green ping, this guy wouldn't come and drop down on me and, you know. So now he's likely 1 HP. I'm pushing down on the guy on green ping. While the other one that I was sniping at is probably replating right now. Up and down, got the fin. Quickly loot, grab the plates because that's all I need. This guy just landed on the building above me. Went inside to avoid getting hit by the PA. And now immediately I'm going to reposition on the other 4-stack. Alright, this is still early game, so it is kind of dangerous to climb up this ladder, especially with the guys that could be in Hafid right now. So just kind of be aware of your surroundings. I'm just get down on him and get the fin. So this is going to be a team wipe by water tower spawn. Alright, so you can see one just parachuted. I see another one there on the side. This one finally got up the ladder. And I think I saw another one down here using AP rounds. So I just stopped chowing that. You can see I'm just trying to play roofs until I get a pick. Alright, so Al-Sharim is sniping at me right now, right? And there's one directly below me too. Not sure if they know about the stool trick. You can see I smoke out just so the Al-Sharim guys don't have line of sight to me. Managed to get the fin. Take their med vest so they don't have any quick revives. Retake height. And now I'm just trying to play it slow, trying to deprive the opposing team of any intel through audio cues. And you can hear them kind of stomping around below me, and it sounds like they're really close. Managed to get the down fin on that one. Now there's one left. And this guy's also underneath, so I reposition here. Over to the other side. Get the knock on him. And get the fin. Easy team wipe.